Hey heathens, it's Gun Deity, and I got a question for you. Have you wanted an optic but don't want to spend a ton of money? Well, I may have an option for you today. We have the CVLife WolfCovert X, and we're going to do a quick review on it, so stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Gun Deity, and as you saw in the intro, we are doing a budget series of optic today. Today we are doing a review of the WolfCovert X from CVLife. You guys have seen me do a few reviews on CVLife in the past. Just like previously, CVLife did reach out to me and asked me to do a review on this. They aren't paying me for the review, they just sent me the optic. And I will tell you, they sent me a used optic because this one already had damage on the adjustment screws and the battery plate, and it had a plate cover for a pistol inside the box that wasn't mine. I don't know, maybe this is a YouTuber review sample or something, I'm not sure, but they did send this out to me. No money was exchanged, so this is a honest review of an optic that I may or may have not bought before this. So we're going to do a quick review on this guy. I'm going to try to keep it short and simple, but this is a RMSC pattern optic. As you can see on the Shield Plus, it fits pretty snug on there. There's not really any overlap, so this is good for your concealed carry pistol. This is a multi-reticle green dot on here, so which is really nice because you have the circle dot, you have the plain circle, or you have the plain dot, whatever you prefer. I prefer circle dot because I have a little bit of astigmatism, so that circle dot without my glasses on kind of looks like one big giant red one big giant dot, which makes it easy for concealed carry shooting, so I could just draw and shoot. That's my preferred preference, so that's what I have it on right now. I don't know if you could see that in the camera or not, but yeah, it's just a standard circle dot. Oh, there we go. A little standard circle dot on there for you. But this is an RMSC footprint. What I think is really cool is they kind of angled that front edge of that away from the lens. It's mainly for impact resistance. As you can see, they also have like that raised top part here that's kind of at angular, so that way if the optic falls, it's not supposed to damage. We may try that out later, I'm not sure, but we may try that out. It is an all metal frame on here. It's not plastic or anything, so that's a good sign that it could be impact resistant. It's got little fiber optic rear sight on there for pistols, so you can co-witness through your optic, which is actually kind of nice. I kind of like that. The other cool thing about this, the other cool feature, is the battery compartment is on the side of the optic. It's not underneath it. So you don't have to remove the optic in order to change out the battery, which makes it nice so you don't have to re-zero every single time you change out a battery, which you're supposed to do yearly. That makes it really annoying and inconvenient, so a lot of people don't end up changing the battery, or at least until it dies. So having the side mount battery is very convenient, so you don't have to re-zero your optic every single time you change a battery, which is nice. But this is a quick review on this guy. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet. One thing I will say is there is a slight bit of warping with the glass, so it might be a cheaper glass material that they have in there. Just a quick comment on that. But the actual emitter looks clean and crisp. Even out here in the bright daylight, the emitter looks clean and crisp. So they might have saved some money on the glass and spent a little extra money on the emitter, trying to still keep it budget friendly. Not sure, we're gonna have to test that out. But let's go ahead and get some rounds on target and see how she performs under recoil. See if there's any sway in that zero. I did do a basic zero before filming. It's not the best zeroing, but it is a basic zero for this review, so you guys could get a good idea. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get some rounds on this guy and see what she does. All right, guys, so I wanted to give you a quick view of the target I'm shooting at, show you what it looks like before I start shooting at it, so you can get a good idea of where the zero is. So there is my target right there. It is just a standard silhouette target, nothing crazy. It's a little, give you an idea of how big it is. There's my hand next to it. It's not a huge target, but it gives you a basic idea of zero. So we're gonna go ahead and put some rounds on target and see how she does. Let's see, where was my line at? All right, so we got some rounds on the Shield Plus here. We're gonna go ahead and shoot at this steel target behind me and just get a good idea of where it is roughly zeroed. Like I said, this was a quick zeroing. I did try to zero it with my bore sighter at home, but either my bore sighter is crooked or something, because once I got out to the range, it wasn't even close. So I had to re-zero it again. So I think my bore sighter might be broken. But we're gonna go ahead and put some rounds on target, see how she looks on this steel target. We're gonna go right dead center of the target. That's where I'm aiming to give you a good idea where the zero is. All right, so we got some shots off. One thing I will say is that first shot, it immediately dimmed. This optic immediately dimmed on the first shot. I'm not sure if I have it on an auto setting or not. We're gonna definitely have to put some more rounds through it just to verify. But as you can kind of see from the steel target, it is hitting a little low and a tiny bit to the left. Not a big deal. This is a micro series of pistol. That could easily be my trigger pull on that one that's pulling it low left. But that is easily still enough of a zero for defensive use. Let's go ahead and get some more rounds on this guy and see if we have any more issues with the optic dimming. And I'm gonna try to show it on camera if I can. It's kind of hard in this bright daylight to see this green dot on camera, but we're gonna do our best. If it does dim down, I wanna show you guys. All right, so let's see if we can get you guys an idea. Okay, so there you go. There's your circle dot, so you can see how bright it is before I even start shooting. So let's go ahead and put some rounds on target, see if it dims down on us, and I'll try to show you again on camera what it looks like. Oh yeah, see, immediately dimmed down again. So let's go ahead and show you on there. Yeah, see, I don't even know if you could pick it up on camera now. There it is. See how dim it is? And that was without touching anything. Let's go ahead and turn that brightness all the way back up. That brightness is all the way back up. There you go, all the way back up. Let's go ahead and get a couple more rounds out and see if it dims again on us. Oh yeah, immediately dimmed again. So what I said about them possibly saving money on the emitter, seems like it might have not been true. This thing immediately dimmed as soon as I started shooting. So that's a good sign that it is a cheap emitter on this guy. And with cheap glass, I'm starting to think that maybe this guy is just purely a cheap optic. We're gonna get these last couple rounds out, and then I'm gonna just do a little bit of rough racking on it and see if we lose our basic zero. So let's go ahead and finish these rounds out real quick. Okay, so we finished off these rounds. Let me go ahead and respray the target, and we're gonna do some rough racking, just see how she holds. All right, we got the tailgate of the truck here. All right, so we did some beating up on the front of that sight there. Yeah, you can see the sight's pretty beat up right there. Don't mind the donkey crap. I live in the desert, so the donkeys like to poop wherever they want. So, but we're going to go ahead and put some rounds on target and see if that affected zero in any way. All right, so we got a few more rounds of 9mm in this guy. We did do some semi-rough racking on this guy. It wasn't crazy, so it should hold zero. If it can't hold zero to that minor racking, that's going to put a nail in the coffin for this guy. So we're going to go ahead and shoot this guy and see if it holds zero at all. All right, let's go ahead and shoot this guy. We're going to go ahead and brighten this optic a little bit, even though I know it's going to dim. Dead center hold. All right, so it does look like it might have changed it slightly. It could easily be my trigger pull, but it is holding a rough zero. So maybe that's not a big deal. Let's see, the optic is not loose in any way, so we didn't back out any screws or anything. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch out to my last first thoughts review of this guy. All right, guys, so what's my thoughts on the CVLife WolfCovert X? Well, my last optic that I got from CVLife was the WolfCovert, just the standard covert. It was the multi-reticle one. And that one was actually a really decent little optic. It held zero really well. It took a good beating. The only thing that went wrong with it is I decided for a fun video to kind of throw my pistol, and it landed optic glass first, not even optic first, but glass first, right into a pile of rocks. And yeah, the glass didn't hold up. But I'll tell you what's really cool is, hold on one second. This is that original optic. And you can see that glass is jacked up, right? Well, I don't know if you can see it on camera. That red dot is still on, still holding. And I've never changed the battery on this guy. This battery is still the same battery that it came with from CVLife. This optic was actually a really good optic, and I kind of regret breaking it because, yeah, like I said, glass first. Look at that big old dent right there in the shield there. Yeah, this thing took a beating, and it's still working. Like, I could still throw it on a pistol today and probably use it. You just have to aim for the center dot, not the other two off to the sides. But it's really neat that this optic held up so well. Comparing it to the WolfCovert X, I don't know if maybe they sent me a heavily used optic, or if maybe this is a bad flaw, because this is a sample size of 1, but with the fact that the glass has some warping on it, the optic dims immediately after shooting, and it barely holds zero. I cannot recommend this for anything other than maybe a fun range toy. I couldn't recommend this to go on your daily carry, because if it doesn't hold zero, or that optic dims on you in a life or death situation, I mean, I couldn't recommend this to you. Now, who I could recommend this to is maybe someone who's trying to get into budget, or trying to get into red dots and want to stay in on a budget. The negative side is there are optics that are in this price range that are really good. CVLife themselves make a couple optics that are pretty good. You also have CVLife make some really good optics for about this price range. And now you even have Olight has their battery series that are like sub $150. So it's hard to recommend this for anything other than just a range toy if you find a good deal on it. Now, like I said, this could simply be a sample size of 1 issue, but until I get a secondary sample, this is going to be my overview of this guy. I can't recommend this to anyone because I can't get it to work properly for me. But that's my quick thoughts and opinions on this guy. Let me know if you guys have shot the WolfCovert X. Let me know what you guys think of it. I do like the feature set of this guy. I just wish they would have spent a little bit more money on the glass and a little bit more money on the emitter. That's my opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Would you guys trust your life to a CVLife optic? Or have you been burned by them in the past? Let me know in the comment section. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit like. Comment in the comment section what your thoughts and opinions are, and share it to your friends. That helps the algorithm out, helps get my videos out to more people. And also, if you guys haven't checked out the website yet, we have lots of different merch. We have really cool hats like this Forged for the Gods shirt or hat. We have the Gun Deity shirts. We have all kinds of cool stuff. So go ahead and check out www.gundeity.com, or there is a shopping link right under the description here. Guys, as always, this is just a sample size of one. This is my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. And as always, I'm Gun Deity, and I'll see you heathens for the next one.
I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a